Hi everyone. On the same axis, sketch the graph of y equals to negative 2x cubed and y equals to ex. Then use Newton-Raphson method to find the roots of this nonlinear equation. Give your answer correct too for decimal place. First, we have to draw our cubic equation, which is negative 2x cubed, and then an exponential graph, which is ex. So label your x-axis and label your y-axis. So for cubic negative, it will come out with the left hand side going down to the right hand side, pass to the origin. And then for the exponential, it will be a slight e to the power of x positively, means it will be shooting up to the right. So intersection here is 1. Then label your graph. So we notice that here we have an intersection point. So from the graphical method, there is an intersection point between negative 1 and 0. So why we know is negative 1? So negative 1, when we put negative 1 inside here, it will become 2. And then our exponential e power of negative 1 will be less than 1. So we know that this intersection point is between negative 1 and 0. So when we found that having an intersection point, that means that there is a negative root between negative 1 and 0. Then using Newton-Raphson method, so given here we have a nonlinear equation is already equals to 0, means our function will be start with 2x cubed plus ex. What we need for the next is differential function, power multiply front, then power minus 1. For differentiate exponential, copy exponential, differentiate x, we get 1. Then from graphical method, we can identify our initial value, x naught, will be fall in between negative 1 and 0. So randomly we put negative 0.5. Then we find the first approximation for the x using Newton-Raphson formula, which is x minus the function over the differential function. So make sure you write this step clearly. Then we put in the formula using calculator. So we type in the formula x minus the function, which is 2 alpha x cubed plus exponential x over 6 alpha x squared plus exponential x. Then we start calculate. Plug in our initial value, negative 0.5, so negative 0.6692. So at the end, only we correct it to 4 decimal place. In calculation, we add 2 more decimal, so will be 50. Then we go for x2. So for this step, whether you want to write it in full or you want to write it in simple in terms of function also can. Make sure you retype the value you want to substitute. Add 2 decimal to 8. Then we just repeat the procedure. So type in your value that you want to be calculated until we get repeated x. So we are close to the answer already. And lastly, we do out the conclusion. Since it already repeat, then the root is x equals to negative 0.6410, which is we correct it to 4 decimal place.